Yo, what's going on guys? I'm Mains. Now throughout the 22 years of the Pokemon anime, our main protagonist Ash Ketchum has competed in hundreds of Pokemon battles, most of the time winning these battles as well, earning himself all sorts of worthy titles. However, have you ever just stopped to question to yourself just how strong Ash Ketchum is in general though? Well, for today's video, I've decided I'm going to tackle that topic for myself. Welcome to How Strong Is Ash Ketchum, a two-part series where I'll be exploring all of Ash's best achievements from each region to determine how strong he is, and even rank him as an official trainer class towards the end of each region, such as an Ace Trainer, Elite Four member, or even a Champion. However, I'm actually not alone to count down this list. I am also joined with a special guest.
Hey there Pokemon lovers, my name is Christopher Dracro, and as Ben said, I'll be helping him determine how strong Ash Ketchum is. However, this is actually part 2 of our two-part collaboration where we'll be exploring Ash's achievements in the Black and White, XY, and Sun and Moon series. Whereas in part 1 that's over on my channel, me and Ben went over Ash's achievements in the original, advanced, and Diamond and Pearl series. So if you want to check out part 1, be sure to head on over to my channel after this video.
Alright, with that intro now said though, let's not waste any more time and jump right into this. Let's go! First of all, for this video, we'll be starting with Ash in Black and White. Now, whereas I actually like Black and White unlike a majority of the fan base, there isn't really much I can say for Ash in Black and White as opposed to all the things I and Chris said in the previous video for the Advanced and Diamond and Pearl series. But that is because the anime in some kind of way decided to reboot like the games tried to do. Meaning, Ash sort of got rebooted as well. Well, until it got reverted back in Season 2 at least. But even then, there still isn't much for me to say for Ash in Black and White. The damage was already done in Season 1 as it took away the progression field that the original, Advanced, and Diamond and Pearl series had. But let's just try and go over what I have in mind for Black and White Ash anyway, shall we? First of all, Ash did at least have some decent Pokemon on hand that could pack a good punch, such as Leavanny, and even not the fully evolved Pignite and Snivy, which is quite impressive. As always, you don't need to be fully evolved to be a strong Pokemon. But even so, this is still nothing as special to other series we've gone over in the previous video. Though, I will admit, Ash's Crocodile does seem to be on a similar level to Sceptile at least, which was Ash's most powerful Hoenn Pokemon and even arguably one of his most powerful Pokemon in general. So at least he has another well-built ace Pokemon like that. It beating the likes of Iris's Dragonite for example, and even Stefan's Sork which had the type advantage. Crocodile defeating Sork by using his excellent counter of Aerial Ace. Crocodile's moves being another terrific feature about the Pokemon. Talking about moves, we did also get to see a little bit more of move combinations within the series as well, such as Ash getting Pikachu to use an Iron Tail and Electro Ball counter against Tripp's superior within the league, which might reference the previous series just a little bit. But I just don't see this to be as staggering as they were in those previous series. Seeing as I mentioned for League though, Ash did place at the top 8, which is the same placement he gained within the Silver and Hoenn League. So that's worth a thumbs up at least, seeming as Ash was strong in both of those series as well. However, that's all I've got to be honest guys. So when it comes to ranking him as a trainer class, I guess I'll just make him a standard gym leader. I think that's fair enough.
And now we're on to the X, Y, and Z Saga, where I'm very sure that every Pokemon fan will agree that this was probably Ash's best ever time as a Pokemon trainer, as he not only managed to have a full team consisting of fully evolved Pokemon to take on the league, but one of those Pokemon includes a rather spectacular one in the form of Greninja, which has the unique ability called Battle Bond. And this ability allows the both of them to sync in a battle. With his team in hand, he managed to reach the highest stage at the Pokemon League, which was the finals, where he inevitably lost to Alan, but the fact still remains he managed to reach the finals. Very much like in Sinnoh though, Ash had a very rough start in the Kalos region as he lost to the first gym leader Viola, but not only had he managed to bounce back from this defeat, but he also managed to maintain an undefeated streak against the gym leaders until he lost against Vorik. And Vorik is the 8th gym leader. His Mega Abomasnow is one of few Mega Evolution Pokemon that Ash defeated throughout his entire journey of Kalos. And while that may prove to be nothing in comparison to Alan in the Mega Evolution Axe series, but considering that Ash is merely a trainer without a single knowledge about it, it's impressive to know that he's capable of beating them in battle. Speaking of battling Mega Pokemon, Ash almost managed to beat the champion of Kalos in a fight, pushing Dianthus' signature Pokemon, her Mega Gardevoir, back, but because of a problem with their sync, they eventually lost consciousness and lost the battle. Also, because of his experience and strength, he's able to become a role model to other trainers, and a prime example of this is Sawyer, who always looked up to him highly. At the start of his appearance, Ash would always crush Sawyer in a battle, and this pushes him to grow even stronger, and to the point that Sawyer was able to beat Ash. Till the Pokemon League, of course, where Ash battled Sawyer, and in an amazing battle, Ash managed to beat Sawyer in a semi-final match, which was incredible. Now, in the ranking part of X, Y, and Z, I will have to say that Ash is at the level of an Elite 4. While I would like to give him the status of a champion, he didn't really win the Pokemon League, so I can't really give him that title as of yet.
Alright, we've come to the last part of Ash's journey so far, his experience in the Alola region from the Pokemon Sun and Moon series. It's actually kind of funny looking back at this, as when Ash first arrived in Alola and had his first few important battles, many people didn't seem as great as he was within the XY series, both in terms of battle capability and personality. Yet, as we all should probably know by now, Ash can still act serious at time to time when the time comes around for him to be. He's just enjoying his Alolan lifestyle outside, and he's technically achieved more than he did in the Kalos region now. But let's start with the first major achievements before jumping into those later groundbreaking ones. Firstly, we of course should address how Ash is easily able to pull off any Z move with his Pokemon. Not only did the Sun and Moon series teach us there's quite a few elements behind mastering these Z moves, such as poses, friendship and mindset, which is pretty commendable that Ash can pull this off most of the time without even failing. But of course, these moves can cause 2 times or more damage than on average, helping Ash win countless of battles. So obviously, that's one pretty big factor behind his strength in this region already. Not only that, but Ash even somehow managed to create his own Z move with his Pikachu, which is probably the strongest Z move of all time in the anime if Ash vs Kukui is anything to go by, beating a legendary exclusive Z move. Now that is epic. One day, I'll explain how the Pikachu Z works as well though, seeming as many people are still confused to this day how Ash created this and can summon it at any times he needs it the most. Talking about Pikachu though, just in general, Ash's Alola team is probably one of the most powerful teams Ash has ever had, if not the best. However, much like how I want to explain the Pikachu Z's origin in another video, I do also want to make a future video dedicated to fully explaining in detail why I think Ash's Alola team is the strongest. So for this video, I'll just do a quick rapid fire of some of the best moments so you get a slight picture of just how good they are. Pikachu defeated 2 legendaries and many other powerful opponents. Lycanroc is a one-of-a-kind form only Ash has access to, which has swept an entire Kahuna team, and was the main reason why Ash won against Gladion in the league. Incineroar ended up getting so strong as a Torracat, but it actually defeated Kukui's Incineroar, and then evolved after it fainted so it can flex even harder. Melmetal and Ganondorf are Ash's first ever mythical and legendary Pokemon, which of course are some of the most powerful species of Pokemon, even shown this by defeating a few opponents. And finally, Rowlet is God! He defeated a fully evolved Pokemon while in his base stage within the league. Now that is exceptional. Even a mythical Pokemon looks up to this dude. Rowlet is the best. Who's just mad that he didn't evolve? Who's mad? Who's mad? Promise me you'll watch that future video. There's so much more to these Pokemon than just these best moments. Anyway, with that over and done with though, let's finally talk about Ash's progress in the league. Despite the fact that anybody could enter the Alola League, not needing to complete any of the Grand Trials, which by the way Ash completed all 4, which is still a worthy achievement as well, Ash still found himself battling against the mightiest of opponents within the entire league, such as Guzma, Gladion, and I guess Hao to some extent, which all were built up beforehand to be incredibly tough. Yet, Ash won against each of them using all of his strength from Alola I've described so far, and even won the entire league. Let's go! It's about time! Not only that, but Ash also became the champion of Alola, as one other twist with the league was that the winner would be declared the champion of the region straight away, as the region did not have one already. So technically, we've already found out what rank Ash would be as a trainer thanks to this series. A champion. Fun fact, I had to rewrite this entire section of the video, cause this video was originally written before the Alola League finals. But even back then, I was going to compare Ash to the level of an Elite 4 member, as I do truly believe his skills have been outstanding in Alola. No, just in general, Ash has been the same character ever since the beginning, even though a lot of people like to debate that, but I'm on this side of thinking he's the same character. To this day as well, Ash still shows us that he deserves the champion title as well, as he won against Kukui in an intense 6v6 battle, which was just an extra match for fun in the league, and even winning a tournament in the brand new Pocket Monsters series, not losing a single battle since the start of the Pony Island arc. That's insane. I love you so much, Ash. Alright, that concludes the discussion. Hopefully you agree with our rankings for each series, and if you were ever in doubt about Ash being strong, you now find him to actually be quite the strong trainer. If you still haven't checked out part 1 though, then I suggest you do so you know how he got up to this point within part 2. Link will be in the description, iCard, and end card, along with Chris's channel. We've put a lot of effort into part 1, and even waited 5 months for both of us to upload this, because of my fucked up mental health. So please, go show him some love. Anyway, as always, if you did enjoy this video though, then please be sure to consider leaving a like, a share, and if you're new here, a subscribe along with hitting that bell icon to stay in loop with all things Pokemon anime related. Thank you for watching everybody, this is Entity Maze, signing out.